The truth about the Roman gods. The Roman gods were an integral part of the life and culture of ancient Rome. Inspired largely by Greek deities, these gods and goddesses ruled over various aspects of the world and everyday life, from the sky and the sea to war and love. Did you know that many Roman gods were based on Greek gods? The Romans adapted the stories and characteristics of Greek deities, giving them new names and meanings. This fusion of mythologies helped consolidate the Roman pantheon, creating a rich tradition that endured throughout time. Jupiter was the king of the Roman gods, ruling the sky with his powerful thunderbolt. Similar to Zeus in Greek mythology, Jupiter was revered as the protector of Rome and its people. His dominion over the weather and justice made him a central figure in Roman religion. Juno, the wife of Jupiter, was the queen of the gods and the protector of marriage. Known for her beauty and protective nature, Juno watched over women and marriages. In Greek mythology, her counterpart was Hera, the wife of Zeus. Neptune, brother of Jupiter, was the god of the seas and earthquakes. With his trident, he could control the waters and cause tremors on the earth. Roman sailors worshipped him, hoping for his protection on their voyages. His Greek counterpart was Poseidon, equally feared and respected. Pluto, known as the Lord of the Underworld, ruled over the dead and the underground realm. His power was feared and respected by all gods and mortals. In his dark domain, Pluto held the secrets of death and watched over the souls of the deceased with great authority. Mars, the god of war, embodied strength and bravery in battle. He was worshipped by Roman soldiers who sought his favor before battles. Mars symbolized fighting spirit and military strategy, and was a crucial figure in Roman mythology and society. Venus, the goddess of love and beauty, was worshipped for her ability to inspire passion and desire. Her irresistible charm influenced gods and mortals alike. Venus represented physical attraction and romantic love, making her one of the most beloved and revered goddesses in the Roman pantheon. Mercury, the messenger of the gods, was known for his speed and cunning. As the god of trade and travelers, he protected merchants and ensured fair trade. Mercury also guided souls to the underworld, thus fulfilling an essential role in communication between the gods and humans. Minerva, goddess of wisdom and strategy, was a figure of great respect and admiration. She represented intelligence and planning in war and in everyday life. Minerva inspired the Romans to value knowledge and prudence, being a role model for leaders and thinkers. Apollo, the god of music, poetry, and the sun, was revered for his beauty and artistry. He was often depicted carrying a lyre and crowned with laurel. His influence ranged from artistic inspiration to healing, making him one of the most multifaceted deities in the Roman pantheon. Diana, twin sister of Apollo, was the goddess of the hunt and the moon. Protector of wild animals and women, her image with a bow and arrows symbolized her connection to nature and independence. Diana was also revered as the guardian of purity and chastity. Bacchus, known for his association with wine and partying, was the god of celebration and ecstasy. His festivals, called Bacchanalia, were famous for their debauchery and merriment. Bacchus also personified the liberation of the spirit and creativity, influencing art and culture. Ceres, goddess of agriculture and fertility, was essential to the Romans. Her cult was closely linked to harvests and fertile land. Rituals in her honor ensured abundance and well-being for the community, making Ceres a central figure in daily and spiritual life. Vulcan, god of fire and metallurgy, was the master of blacksmiths and craftsmen. His workshop, located inside volcanoes, symbolized his dominion over subterranean fire. Vulcan was essential in the creation of weapons and tools, representing the transformative and creative force of fire. Vesta is the goddess of the home and the sacred fire. Her importance lies in maintaining the eternal flame that ensured the protection and prosperity of Rome. The Vestals, her priestesses, were in charge of tending this fire, reflecting the purity and domestic order in Roman life. Saturn is the god of time and harvest. His festival, Saturnalia, celebrated abundance and renewal with an atmosphere of freedom and joy. Saturn represents the cycle of time, where each end is followed by a new beginning, reflecting the natural cycle of life and agriculture. Uranus symbolizes the primordial sky. Although not as prominent in Roman mythology as in Greek, his figure represents the vast and eternal firmament. Uranus is the basis of creation and the origin of many gods, underlining the connection between heaven and earth. Faun is the god of forests and nature. His figure, often depicted with goat legs, symbolizes fertility and wildlife. Faun is the protector of shepherds and animals, reflecting the importance of nature in Roman rural and agricultural life. Fortuna is the goddess of luck and destiny. Her will symbolizes the unpredictable nature of fortune, which can elevate men to glory or plunge them into misfortune. Fortuna reflects the Roman belief in the power of fate and the influence of the divine on human life. Janus is the Roman god of doors and beginnings. He is depicted with two faces, one looking to the past and the other to the future. He symbolizes change and transitions, and is invoked in rituals of beginning and ending. His influence lingers into the month of January. Trivia is the goddess of crossroads and magic. She presides over crossroads, places considered mystical and full of power. She is also associated with the night and the unknown, protecting travelers and those seeking hidden knowledge. Her cult is enigmatic and fascinating. Proserpina, queen of the underworld and spring, is a dual figure. Abducted by Pluto, she spends part of the year in the underworld and the rest on Earth. This cycle symbolizes the seasons and the renewal of life. Her myth highlights the connection between death and rebirth. Cupid is the god of love and desire, known for his passion-inspiring arrows. Son of Venus, his depiction as a winged boy with bow and arrows is iconic. His influence is omnipresent in literature and art, symbolizing the uncontrollable power of love. Aurora, the goddess of dawn, paves the way for the sun each morning. Her beauty and light symbolize daily rebirth and hope. In mythology, she falls in love with mortals, reflecting the ephemeral nature of time. Her presence is a constant reminder of new beginnings. Somnus was the Roman god of sleep, responsible for bringing rest to mortals and gods alike. Often depicted with wings that symbolize tranquility and calm, his presence guaranteed deep, restful sleep. In mythology, he was the son of the night and brother of the god of death. Mors, the personification of death, was a feared and respected figure in Roman mythology. Often depicted as a shadowy and enigmatic figure, Mors was responsible for carrying souls to the underworld. His presence was unavoidable, reminding mortals of the fragility and finitude of life. Bellona, the goddess of war and destruction, accompanied Mars into battle. Known for her ferocity and bravery, she inspired Roman warriors to fight with courage. Her energy and determination were symbols of Rome's military might, cementing her place in mythology and war legends. Pomona was the goddess of fruit trees and orchards, representing the abundance and fertility of the earth. Her devotion ensured bountiful harvests and prosperous fields. At festivals, she was honored to thank her for the fruits and wealth she brought to Roman society. The Laras were protective spirits of the home and family, ensuring the safety and well-being of Roman households. Placed on small domestic altars, daily offerings and prayers were offered to them. Their constant presence was a reminder of the importance of family and protection in the daily lives of Romans. The Penates were the guardian gods of food and supplies in ancient Rome. They protected homes and ensured abundance. They were worshipped in the Lararium, a small domestic altar. These gods symbolized food security and family prosperity in everyday Roman life. Quirinus was an important deity for Roman citizens. He represented the strength and unity of the people. Associated with peace and war, his temple in Rome was a place of veneration. His cult reinforced the sense of identity and cohesion among the citizens of ancient Rome. Liber was the god of fertility and wine, similar to Bacchus. His festival, the Liberalia, celebrated the arrival of spring and the renewal of life. Liber was also the protector of crops and viticulture, crucial to the Roman economy and culture. Carmenta, goddess of prophecy and childbirth, was worshipped for her ability to foresee the future and protect mothers. Her festival, the Carmentalia, was celebrated in January. Women came to her temple to seek blessings and protection during pregnancy and childbirth, thus ensuring family continuity. Consus was the god of storage and harvests, essential to Roman survival. His underground altar symbolized the protection of stored grains. During the Consualia, horse and mule races were held in his honor, giving thanks for abundance and asking for good future harvests. Ops, goddess of abundance and wealth, played a crucial role in the daily life of the Romans. She was especially venerated during agricultural festivals. Her protection ensured abundant harvests and economic prosperity, and she was a central figure in the stability and well-being of the community. Terminus, god of borders and boundaries, was essential to maintaining peace and territorial order. The Romans held special ceremonies in his honor to mark and protect the boundaries of their lands. His cult symbolized respect for property and peaceful relations between neighbors. Flora, goddess of flowers and spring, brought renewal and rebirth to nature. Her festival, Floralia, celebrated the fertility and beauty of the natural world. The Romans believed that flora ensured flowering and growth, vital to agriculture and life in general. Hercules, the divine hero of strength and bravery, was admired for his 12 labors and incredible feats. He represented the ideal of physical and moral strength. His cult spread from Greece to Rome, where he was venerated as a protector and model of heroic virtues. The influence of the Roman gods on culture today remains notable. From names of planets to references in literature and art, their legacy lives on. The values and myths these gods embodied continue to inspire and shape our understanding of history, human nature, and the universe.